I'm so tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I just waited for the mailman to show up so I could get my paper check in the mail that I've been waiting for weeks. So I could come to the bank and deposit it. But because I have negative money in my account, I'm only going to get like a little bit of it.
Check to check, I always use this analogy. I had one foot on a banana peel and another foot on a sheet of ice. One false move, I'm out of here. That's how my life was. I lived with my back against the wall. I didn't want to live like that.
I know sometimes you get frustrated, but you can't let the devil win. It's all cause of him. I lost a couple of my friends, but Yahweh made me a better man. Spitting bars for the kingdom, man. I can do it through Philippians. I can do all things through Christ. That's the reason that I'ma win. Yeah. Hey man, say man, what it do, man? Welcome to Touching Thursday, man. I almost forgot what day it was. I'm your host, Just Nate, by the way, man. And in today's video, man, as you guys see by the thumbnail and the title, man, we will be discussing the topic, living paycheck to paycheck, man. A lot of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and they barely surviving, man. They going to work every day. They work full-time jobs, man, but for some reason they just can't get ahead, man. And it's a lot of people in America like this, man. But before we dive in, man, get whatever you need for this video, and we're gonna sit back, relax, and let's react.
65% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 65% of Americans do not even have $1,000 for an emergency fund. More than that are 2 paychecks away from homelessness. The states struggling right now the most, the people in the states, the top 2 are both red states. Number 1 is Texas. The people there are struggling financially. The second state is Florida, another red state. The people are struggling. What do you think is going to happen when they lose their job in a couple weeks? They can't afford groceries. They can't pay their car payment. They can't pay their light bill. They're going to be up in arms. You and I know, because we're smart, know that it's going to be the regular average Joe that is going to be screaming in the streets, screaming because of our government. Just remember, Republicans did that. Trump supporters did that.
Sad, man. Sad, bro.
You can't expect people who live paycheck to paycheck to think about their future. Is that offensive? No, it's actually reality. When you are living paycheck to paycheck, you're trying to figure out, how can I stabilize what's going on in my life right now? And every time I finally get clear and get some runway, something else pops up. There's always something happening. Financially, it's hard for you to think about how to set money aside. Those are more afterburner thoughts. How am I going to plan for kids' college? How am I going to buy the new clothes? When there's so much downward pressure on the need for my finances and where my resources have to go right now, it's impossible to think about your future when you're clogged by your present. It's consumed your whole realm of thinking. The reason why I say that is that's the importance, and that's the piece that's going to help you begin to really make progress. You have to absolutely fix your present. Do I think differently about it? Probably no different than anybody else. I know it's tough living paycheck to paycheck. I know it's difficult to understand where I'm going to get this money. But I also know that you are turning down, subconsciously and indirectly, opportunities that you have to work, to get yourself going. I also know that there are other things you can do. Will that impede your current lifestyle? Will that change how you have to do things? Yes, but you're not doing these things. And any decision you make to try to help solve today's problem is not a 10 or 12 year or 15 or 20 year or forever decision. It's not. What it is it's a solution that gets you the bandwidth that you really push your body in working hours and reading and studying and going from this place to that place, moving from one job to the next, to have the income to not only pay what you have, but now begin to put money away. And ever so, you should be.
Yeah, man, I don't care if you gotta put away $50. If you can put away $50, put it away. Like, put away, if that's all you can put away for that paycheck, put away that $50, man. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. Don't even think about it, man, until you see your next check, and do the same thing. Put away that money, man, and save for a rainy day, man. That's the best thing we can do, man, because living paycheck to paycheck will stress you out, man.
More motivated to put the money away in an investment or savings account, pay off debt. You should be more motivated because of your dislike of how all the work that you're doing and how it robs you of the time that you have and the pressure it puts you under is doing to your current lifestyle. It's impossible to really think about your future and the things that are open to you when so much pressure and so much clutter of your financial resources is clogging up your present.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have work in an hour and I just got back from the gym, whatever. But I was just thinking, I am so over letting my part-time job at 22 years old dictate my whole entire day. When I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh shit, I have to work at 4 o'clock. I can't do anything. All I can do is go to the gym and then I have to get ready for work. And it almost just drains like the energy out of me, and I try to fight back with it, and it makes things like even more stressful. I don't know, it just sits in the back of my mind. I don't understand where this like came from and why I think I just have to cancel everything else before my job. But literally at this point, I'm so over like letting that control my life. What I do outside of my job is so much more important to me than what I do in my job. I'm a server. I'm 22 years old, and I think that that's the main part of my life, and it's not at all. Right now, it's literally just a way for me to make money and pay my bills. I just need to start thinking of it as a side part of my life, not the main.
I'm gonna be 100% real with y'all.
Yeah, man, like, I know for a fact, man, like, it's probably fewer than 30%, probably less than that, man, of Americans, man, that actually work a job that they want to be at, like, that's doing their dream job, man. Most people are just working jobs for the money, man, and to really survive and to live.
There was a time when I was waitressing. I was literally making, if not 500, almost on average, at least $500 a day. 200 at least. There was some band-aids, I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably brought home $5. If you was a waitress, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm saying all of this to say, like even too, Valentine's Day. Last job I ever worked, Valentine's Day, I literally made $890. I made $890. I was excited for that moment, but it died really quickly because I hated the job. This is what I want y'all to understand. I hated the job. I hated clocking in. It was so bad. I was making so much money. I was able to cover all of my bills. I probably paid them early. I hated the job. I was sitting in my car before the shifts.
Man, that's why people say it's not even about the money. Like, if you don't like something, man, if it's not for you, man, it's just not for you. Like, forget the money. Like, some people do it all for the money, but nah, man, after a while, man, you ain't going to wear yourself out for no money, man.
God to change my life. God changed my life.
When we in a new, we in a whole new generation. It's a whole new culture out here. Like, there's ways you can make money from home, like YouTube, different other things, man. People are tired of working, man, for real.
I'm making nearly $500.
Not tired of working. Let me reword that. People are tired of working for other people. Like, people want to do work for themselves or work on their goals and their dreams and the things that they have planned for their life. That's a better way of just saying it.
Each and every day. I'm trying to...
For the small-minded people.
I'm taking you somewhere else. Stay with me. And you want to know something so beautiful? God honored that wish because it was already in his will. So I got fired from the job for absolutely no reason. Absolutely no reason. It forced me. It forced me to take risks. It forced me to start moving with my TikTok. It forced me to start moving in graphic design and actually pursuing my dreams and my aspirations. Stay with me now. And even if I had to go through those long nights of not really having or making no money from it, even if I had to start from the bottom, even if I had to constantly build, I had to constantly be shut out, I had to constantly be having people in my ear saying, nah, what you doing that ain't it. You gotta go get a job. You gotta go get a job because these bills. Bills and work and capitalism will have you so blinded, it will have you missing out on God's voice. It will have you listening to outsiders when the whole time God is saying, this is what I want you to do right here. If you could just stay with me right here, even if it feels uncomfortable, even if what you're going through right now is not how you seen it to be, you gotta stay with me. You gotta stay with me. You gotta constantly stay on course. And y'all, I have had so many ideas. That's how I got my TikTok to almost 50,000 followers. It ain't just consistency. Those are the ideas that's connected to God's will. That was prophesizing over my whole life. That's what I was supposed to be pushing out, right? I did not have all these ideas when I was working a job. And I'm not telling nobody to quit your job. Sometimes you need it to survive or to get to the next point. But I'm letting you know something. Once you get a hold of those ideas, don't let nobody drown it out. Because I have had the most ideas once I left from that job. The thing is now, are you going to act out of them? Because your ideas are strong enough to change your life. I didn't have nobody growing up telling me, oh, Bree, your ideas are strong enough to change your life. God had to put me in a position of straight quietness. I had to even it was my fault. I had to even go through losing my own vehicle so that I can hear God's voice. God said, listen, these are the ideas. It's on you to act on them now. It's on you to act on them. You're going to wait until your situation changes before you act on them? No, those ideas are valid. And a lot of people are not told that imagination fuels you. You can change your mind. You can change your life. It ain't always about the money because you can get more money and be in a different physical situation but still not doing what God has called you to do. So your soul is still depleted. Your soul is still empty. And I'm talking to somebody right now because a lot of times you think that your ideas are not enough. Your ideas are enough to change your entire life. If you act on them, if you use what God has placed within you. I was able to build a business for 3 years by myself and handle every single customer because I used those ideas that God gave and those gifts that God has placed within me. I built my TikTok to almost 50,000 followers because I acted out on those ideas. I didn't let them go to waste because people said they weren't valid.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta step out in faith. Fear, man.
So over 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck right now. What happened? We're under the Trump economy now for 6 months. Didn't everybody get their big Trump raise? I thought as soon as he got into office, you would go to work and your employer would be gracious enough to give you a big fat raise because Trump was elected. This country has got to stop putting the billionaires first. We've given tax breaks and tax cuts to the billionaire class for far too long, while the average American suffers. Over half of this goddamn country is living paycheck to paycheck and surviving off of credit cards. But every time we bring up a living wage, everybody on the right's like, well, stuff will cost more if we have a higher living wage. Let me retort by saying the same thing back to you. Well, if you can't afford it, don't buy it. Isn't that what you always tell everybody else? Stop buying coffees, stop buying lunches, live within your means. If you can't afford it, a living wage is what this country needs. Desperately. It is the only thing that is going to save the low income and the middle class of the United States of America. You're complaining about people on SNAP benefits, which cost the average taxpayer about $27 per year, but yet you have no problems giving corporations and billionaires corporate welfare by the tunes of billions and billions of dollars. It is absurd. Your priorities are all wrong. We need a living wage. Let me know what your thoughts are on the living wages in this country. Like, share, follow for more. This is Grim, we get the rant, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Man, I agree with you, man. I agree with you 100%.
I'm so tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I just waited for the mailman to show up so I could get my paper check in the mail that I've been waiting for weeks. So I could come to the bank and deposit it. But because I have negative money in my account, I'm only going to get like a little bit of it because like I can only access $100 for the first day. So I'm probably going to have like $60 today. I haven't gone grocery shopping in probably a month. We have like no food to eat for dinner except for like mac and cheese and ramen.
Man, I know a lot of people won't agree with me on this, man, but I've been said, man, get your money out of the banks, man. Stop depending on these banks, man, and this government, man, to control your money, man. You have to control your own money, man. Get a safe, man, or something, man. Do what you gotta do, man. Man, but get your money out them banks, man. Don't trust them banks, man.
$300 electric bill.
Anything can happen. We have a cyber attack or something in the banks, the Wi-Fi, the internet closed down, man. People would not have access to ATM machines or nothing. Think about that, man. How would you get your money? You won't have access to your money. You would just be stuck.
Overdue. My phone bill's overdue. I just gave my husband my last paycheck from last week so we could pay the mortgage 2 weeks late. And in 10 days or 11 days, the mortgage for next month is due. So it's like this paycheck isn't even like, why do I even have it? Like, they might as well take my paycheck and just send it to all my bills. Like, what's the point in me even getting my paycheck? It's like annoying. Like, I'm not going to see it anyway. Not only that, but in like 3 weeks I have to pay for summer camp because school's almost over. So it's like, that's another $700-800 that I have to come up with to pay for summer camp. And if I don't pay for summer camp, guess who can't work because their kid is going to be at home with them? Me. So obviously that's going to be like a major to-do. Like, I can't not pay summer camp. Not only do I have a personal loan and medical bills up the wazoo, like literally I have like a bill for like $3,000 from the hospital. I have like an $8,000 personal loan that was a consolidation loan from like a bunch of loans that I had. I haven't paid them in like 7 months. I owe them so much money. They call me like twice a day, dude. Like, collections calls, and all I'm doing every day is doing my best, and I literally can't get ahead. Like, I can't get ahead. I wake up and I fucking work, and these people are after me for money, and I'm like, dude, I'm literally trying my best. What do you want from me? I have side gigs here and there, like OF, once in a while I'll make like $60, but like, that's not really consistent, and like...
Hold up, we're not gonna skip past that. OF, man? I don't know what you're doing on there, man, but I hope you're not doing what my thought is, man. I hope not, man. If you are, just, man, you don't gotta do that, man. Give it all to God, man. Let God lead the way, man.
I'm a painter. Like, I have a ladder in the back of my car. I'm a painter, right? So, like, today, I literally didn't have enough tools to do my job, and I was like, I can't do this right now. Like, I don't have the fucking shit that I need for my job. Like, I can't even fucking work, dude. Like, I'm so stressed. I literally can't. I can't fucking do this anymore.
Yeah, people are tired of this, man.
It's
exhausting.
I drove the same car for about 15 years. I drove the same car.
No vacation, same car. You probably wasn't eating out, was you?
A little bit.
I mean, like fine dining.
Oh, no, definitely not. I sat my ass down for real, bro. Because listen, you gotta make a choice. I was fighting for my economic life. Because I was dying. You gotta look at money as life. We all eventually gonna die, right?
Yep.
What we do every day, trying to keep ourselves healthy, is to prolong that. It's no different than having money. Money will die eventually for most people if you don't find a way to maintain it, nurture it, and take care of it. What I was doing is that I was living check to check. I always use this analogy. I had one foot on a banana peel and another foot on a sheet of ice. One false move, I'm out of here. That's how my life was. I lived with my back against the wall. I didn't want to live like that no more. What I did is, like I said, go to work. I sacrificed, went to work, and as I went to work, stacked up. When my employer gave me an opportunity to work overtime, I worked it. I wasn't too cool not to. I worked 7 days a week, and slowly my back came off the wall.
7 days a week?
Yes.
How long?
2-3 years.
You was grinding.
I was grinding.
For real.
People were laughing at me, brother. People telling me, you corny because you ain't going out, you ain't doing this and doing that. Those same people hollering at your boy today.
And another thing, ain't nothing worse than working a job all week long. In 2 weeks, however long when your paycheck come, whether you get paid bi-weekly or every week, there's nothing worse than working a job. And when you get paid, you done put all these hours in this company, and when you get paid, your money don't amount up to the hours that you are putting in. And then on top of that, as soon as your money touch your hand, it gotta touch somebody else's hand, and then it's gone. and you ain't got nothing. And now you gotta do it over again just to get the same money back that's gonna touch your hand and touch somebody else's hand and stuff. What are we doing? I'm over it. The jobs not paying no money, they paying nickels and dimes and pennies. They want us to be working for 8, 10, 12-hour days. We are living to take care of responsibilities and pay bills. For the majority of people, we are literally, that's all we're doing. We don't have enough in the pot to do other things. The only other option is to either figure out what it is that you enjoy doing, what you like doing, and go after it with everything in you, or go ahead and find you a better job, or go to school and get a degree that'll help you make a little bit more money than the money that you make because having a high school diploma, baby, that ain't nothing no more. You need bachelor's, associates, masters. Shoot, at this point, go to be a doctor or a lawyer if you really want to see some money, because you're not going to see no money. All you're going to do is keep trading your time for money and you don't get nothing out of it. And it's so crazy to me because the more and more things I learn as I'm getting older is that I'm really learning that time is the most valuable thing there is. You can go and make more money, you can get more money, you can do a lot of things, you can go to school, you can do whatever you want to do, but you ain't getting no time back. That time, once it's over with, it's over with. Once them 8 hours up, that's all you got. You got 24 hours in a day, and you done took up 8 of them. They say you're supposed to sleep for 8 hours, which is that's a story. You're not. Then you're supposed to work a job for 8 hours. Come on now. You only got 24 hours, and then you gotta feed in your other time. So time is the most valuable thing there is, and we out here wasting it at these companies and at these corporations, and they not giving us nothing.
I just need somebody else to tell me that they're living paycheck to paycheck and putting themselves into credit card debt out of necessity, not because of fun. I am 20 years old. I work a decent paying job. I love my job. I make good income. We have no kids, me and my fiance, and we're still barely scraping by. Our bills are paid, but we can't save any money. We can't go on vacation. I mean, we do little things here and there, but realistically, we don't really do anything. And we still live paycheck to paycheck, okay? I don't understand how people with kids are doing this. Props to y'all. I mean, seriously, the utmost respect, because I feel like I'm drowning, and I only have cats. Any money that we're able to save ends up getting spent on the car, or the cat has to go to the vet, or one of us has a medical emergency. Like, it's just gone. It's gone. I don't understand. We don't live beyond our means. Are we all just collectively putting ourselves into debt because I don't know what else to do?
It's no way around not living check to check. We all living check to check at this fucking point. Because you want to live in a good neighborhood, right? You don't want to live in the hood. Bills and shit, all this shit is not doing nothing but going up. The average fucking apartment, one bedroom is like $1,500-$1,600. Especially if you living on your own, that's what make it twice as harder. That's why people always try to go out for like a second source of income. Really just to have some free fucking money. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of fucked up because it's like, okay, let's say you work 2 jobs. You work 2 jobs, you don't have no fucking time to yourself. Because when you're away from the first job that you at, you thinking about going to the damn second job. Or you got to get ready to go to that second job. Like, I swear, like, the economy nowadays is like, it's to the point where it's meant for us to struggle. Like, a motherfucker making $25 an hour back in motherfucking 2014, that's goddamn $50 an hour. Now $25 an hour is like $16 an hour. Like, what the fuck? You already got to worry about rent. And then you got to worry about bills outside of your house. Phone bill, car note, and you know it's a law to have insurance. And that ain't even half of the bills that majority of us got. That's why it be so hard to, you know, save money and fucking just maintain a good living at least. I get it, you gotta work without looking at the clock, but god damn.
Man, like I said, man, this is all their new way of keeping the poor and keeping the rich, man. It's a new way of slavery, man. Just like how the slave owners had the poor working for them, but they stayed rich and them slaves stayed slaves. That's the same way, just how they got us working these 9-to-5 jobs for pennies, man. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below on this topic, man. See y'all in the next one. Enjoy y'all Thursday. Remember, stay safe out here. God bless, man.
I know sometimes you get frustrated, but you can't let the devil win. It's all cause of him.